morning, guys, and welcome to sunny London. That's right, we're not in Panama no more. We went home, we worked for a little bit, saved up some money. While you guys are watching those Panama videos, we were getting ready for another adventure. And actually, we're on our way to somewhere special in Africa that we've been waiting to go to for a while. But our flight was through London, and we decided we'd take a few days, spend a little layover here, and get a little feel for London. We will be back to do the UK properly in time, but for now, we're going to take a little trip around London for the next few days. And today, we actually were beaten down pretty bad from the jet lag. Yeah, it killed us. So, and then we had a terrible room last night, so we didn't really get much sleep. But we decided this morning we're going to take a nice little trip outside of London and go see Stonehenge, and that's where we are now. So it's going to be a quick video. We're going to take you around, show you guys Stonehenge, and then probably go back to our room and get some more sleep today because we are exhausted. But lots more to come after this, so make sure you guys hit that notification bell and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying today's video. And let's see, we are at a bathroom, so I'm pretty sure we'll probably have to run in there if I know Miss Alyssa. But let's get ourselves our tickets and head on in then. Alright, so this is the visitor center here, and it was a 2-hour drive. We got ourselves in on a tour, so we're actually taking a tour. But all they do on the tours to Stonehenge is they take you here and then they drop you off, and you come in here and you can get a audio guide and walk around and do it on your own. So they just bring you here. They don't actually take you around and show you around when you do the tours. But that's alright. We got 2.5 hours here to wander around through the grounds. And what a perfect day we got. Sunny, blue skies. It's beautiful out here. A little bit warm, actually. Alright, so once you get past the tickets and get your little bracelet like this here, you get to come on in and do a little exhibit tour. So it says it takes about 80 to 90 people to pull one of these stones. Look at that. Over there you got a little archaeological place where the kids can go pretend to dig for artifacts. And these are the huts and homes that these people used to live in. 3,500 BC. It's kind of like the beehives.
It's just like, oh man.
So guys, once you go through the whole situation back there and go through the souvenir shops and see the museum and all that, you get to go for a nice little walk along through this field here. You can take a little shuttle bus if you want, or you can walk it. I guess we got some beautiful weather, so we're gonna walk it today, but it looks like it's about a 15-20 minute walk.
We got so lucky with a sunny day today.
Yeah.
Every time you hear of London, it's always London's raining, it's rainy.
All right, there it is, guys. We made it. That walk was brutal, though. It was direct sunlight pretty much most of the way. There was a little bit of shade in one spot, but other than that, it was a straight walk in the sun. So just consider that if you're going to come here. And there it is. So it kind of reminds me a little bit like the pyramids in Egypt. No one knows why they were there, how they got there, how they were put together. The Brits don't want to give the aliens credit, just like the Egyptians don't want to give the aliens credit, but no one can figure out how it was actually done. And here, they're not even sure why these things were built. In the middle, there was some grave sites and some people buried there, so they figured at one point it might have been a cemetery. But by the way the rocks are all aligned with the sun, it has to do some with like a calendar and a clock and seasons, and they do know that it was used from time to time as a meeting place every year. People would come from all around to meet here, to gather here. They'd have markets, they'd do ceremonies and stuff like that. So there's a lot of unknowns, but it is pretty magical. They tell you all about the different stones here and everything, where they came from. Some came from like 150 miles away. And yeah, awesome. Bucket list, check it off. So it cost us $170 for 2 people to come here. Now if you do want to come without the tour, you gotta get your own transportation, and the transportation around here was so expensive. It would actually cost us more to get our own transportation and then come here and do it on our own. But for the tour, it was worth it because our bus driver, he was really cool. He was telling stories, he was asking questions, he gave us like a mini tour of London as we were pulling out of the city, which was real cool. And he's been joking, having a lot of fun. So for us, I recommend, unless you have your own transportation, then go ahead and go, take the tour. It's worth it. Once you're here, like I said, you're not with the tour anymore anyway, you're on your own. And they give you the little audio thing, which we listened to on that 30-minute walk from the souvenir shops up to here. So it's pretty cool, it's worth it. Bit pricey, but everything here in London we found is pretty pricey so far. All right guys, here's a cheetah pro tip for you. Back here, you got Stonehenge right behind me. But if you turn around, you can see the highway coming in here with all the cars just going real slow. Check it out. That's how we got here. Our bus came along this road here. So you get a really amazing view of it as you drive in on the bus. So there's another cheetah way. If you don't want to pay the $80, just come along the highway and get a good view from there. Bring a nice little telephoto lens and you're all set. So there are several full moons during the year where they allow people to go over this rope and you can go in there and dance around the spiritual magic of inside the stones, I guess. But that is not one of the days we're here. So we are confined behind these ropes here. Alright guys, so was it as impressive as you thought it would be? I liked it. Little pro tips for you: get here early to avoid the heat and maybe some of the crowd, but I don't know how much of the crowd you can really avoid. I mean, it's only one thing to see here and there's a trail you have to walk along, so you're there. But it was worth it. Definitely a cool little adventure. It's a half-day trip, so unless you want to combine it with some other trip like Bath or Cornwall, one of them places like that, you can combine it into a full-day tour. But if you just want to see Stonehenge, it's a half-a-day tour. I think we're gonna get back about 3 o'clock. So like I said, it's a 2-hour bus ride to get here, about a half hour in the souvenir shop, half hour if you do the walk to get here, and then figure another half hour or so in there. Our guide's giving us 2.5 hours to walk around the grounds here, which is way more than you need. So we're probably gonna go down and get something to eat and some drinks, because it's been rough. But we loved it. Definitely a cool way to start our London adventure. Alright, now you know it wouldn't be a Globe Hoppers video if we didn't get you guys something to eat. So we found ourselves our first English treat. It's a, say it?
It's traditional Cornish pastry.
Traditional Cornish pastry. It's supposedly like a, what would you compare this to, like an empanada almost? So it's got meat and potatoes and veggies in it, so go on, give it a try. Is it hot?
I don't know. This got some good flavor.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but that looks like a whole chunk of steak in there.
Delicious.
Alright, it weighs about, and I'm not lying, at least 3 pounds. It's just freaking heavy. Wow. No, that's pretty heavy.
We've been getting whiffs of food as we were walking around Stonehenge, and finally found the culprit to make that wonderful smell. This is amazing. All right.
Delicious. Alright, so we ate, guys. We couldn't take you home without feeding you. Definitely a cool way to start our London adventure. So let us know what you thought in the comments, and see you real soon. A lot more to come. This whole big trip is just starting out. This is our first day on this trip and we are super excited. Like I said, we're heading to Africa next. We're not going to tell you where, but it'll be a big surprise. So hit that notification bell. We'll see you guys soon.